So starting with our Immuno, let's look at who that's for. So we're going to look at retailing and using Immuno in our treatments for aged skin, pigmented skin, clients with acne and scarring, if you're losing that firmness on the skin. We can also use Immuno on the body, on stretch marks, and it's absolutely excellent on milia and blackheads. But we are going to look at avoiding using this on these conditions as well. It's not ideal for rosacea or inflammatory skin conditions. We're not going to use it on a sensitive or reactive skin until we strengthen the skin. And it's not to be applied over the nipple and the bust either. We can use it on the décolletage, but not all the way over the bust. So let's look at Immuno. Immuno Mask has been used at the very beginning. It was created back in 1979. Now, the name Immuno Mask is linked to the immune system. So the product encourages a healthy skin barrier and helps to strengthen the skin's immunity, thus the name Immuno Mask. So genetics philosophy has always been not to over-exfoliate the skin, as this can destroy the skin's microbiome and its barrier and can create unhealthy cells, as the skin's got to replace those exfoliated cells too quickly, and therefore the product it produces cells are not in good health. If we're constantly stimulating the skin to renew itself, those cells are not healthy. Immuno Mask does stimulate basal cell turnover, and these cells push the older skin cells up to the skin surface where they're exfoliated away naturally. Immuno Mask used in conjunction with Synchro creates the perfect harmony. We've got it in the duo box, but we've always said Synchro and Immuno together do work wonderfully, as the new cells, as we're stimulating that cell renewal, are given optimum nutrition by the application of Synchro. They just work perfectly in harmony. Immuno Mask, expect to feel it. When you apply Immuno Mask, you will feel that tingle. This is due to an increase in blood flow and the penetration of the product into the skin. It's not a reaction. Please reassure your client this is a normal response. So Immuno Mask, we're going to go through the different conditions that we're treating with Immuno. So Immuno Mask for anti-aging, prematurely aged skin, lines and wrinkles. What's the treatment aim with that? It's going to refine the skin surface and minimize the appearance of lines and wrinkles. It will encourage that cell turnover and bring it back to a healthy, more youthful cellular turnover, regulating that basal cell activity. For acne, Immuno Mask is excellent on inflamed acne, cystic acne, acne stages 1, 2, and 3, as I said, blackheads and milia. The treatment aim here is to strengthen the skin's immunity, improve the lymphatic function, normalize that basal cell turnover, and it's going to encourage natural cell desquamation, so that exfoliation, therefore clearing out clogged pores and preventing congestion in the case of acne. Immuno for pigmentation, it's excellent on hyperpigmentation and melasma, and also on dull or lifeless skin. It's going to increase blood flow and lymphatic flow. It's going to regulate basal cell turnover. It's going to push those pigmented cells to the skin surface where they're naturally exfoliated, leaving the skin brighter and clearer in appearance. We can definitely use Immuno on the body as well for stretch marks. So the treatment aim here is going to regulate basal cell turnover, refine and exfoliate the skin surface. It will also stimulate that collagen and elastin. It's also very good on scarring. So we can use it on post-acne scarring and surgery scarring. It's going to normalize cell function and increase collagen and elastin, minimizing the appearance of scarring. So some of the ingredients with our Immuno, and we're going to look at Kaolin clay here. Now, this isn't just in Immuno, it's in our GERnetic, it's in Hydrogel, and in the marine mask as well. Kaolin clay is one of the finest, most gentle clay varieties. It's a naturally occurring clay, mostly found in soil, developed from the weathering of rocks. Now, Kaolin clay is good for treating red, blotchy, and painful acne. So it's going to reduce inflammation. It gives a really clear, bright appearance to the skin. It also has a detoxifying effect. Kaolin's drawing, it draws out impurities such as dirt, grime, and pollution. So that's where it's going to help with blackheads and congestion. This cleanses out the pores and prevents them from clogging up and causing blackheads and acne. It's got a slightly abrasive action, so Kaolin clay makes a good exfoliant. It scourges off dead skin cells and flaky cells, keeping the skin looking smooth and soft, refining off those cells that are ready to be removed, leaving the skin nice and smooth so it reflects the light beautifully and the skin looks more even. Kaolin's also hydrating when moist, but becomes drawing when it dries. Now, if you leave your mask on at home for a long time, what can happen is that Kaolin, rather than giving a hydration, will actually start to dry out the skin, which is why we encourage the use of foil in the Salon treatment and a shorter time application at home. Don't go leaving that on for half an hour because it will become a bit too drawing. So other ingredients in Immuno is our amino acids. They encourage the turnover of those basal cells and healthy cellular functions. We've got arginine in there, helping to produce collagen. Lysine, again, stimulating that collagen, minimizing the appearance of scarring. Methionine, helping to give us a nice even skin tone. And glutamine, working to improve the health of the skin. You've also got trace elements, or those minerals in there, encouraging healthy functioning of the immune system and improving the structure and strength of the skin. You've also got fatty acids in there to help with the hydration and soften the skin. So the benefits of Immuno Mask when we're treating aging. So optimal cell turnover is 28 days. This can be under in an oily skin and over in an aging skin. Immuno works to bring back that cell turnover to around a 28-day time frame, encouraging healthy, youthful, clear skin. As we said, Immuno linking through to that skin barrier, the immune system. Immuno, as its name suggests, works to strengthen the skin's immunity by improving lymphatic flow and the skin's barrier function. It's going to bring radiance and brighten the skin. Applied all over the face, it improves that microcirculation, the blood and lymphatic flow, and it reduces the appearance of hyperpigmentation. And it will work on inflamed acne. And we can mix Synchro and Immuno together. This combination boosts the skin's immunity and reduces inflammation, along with gently exfoliating. We'll look at that in a bit more detail. So how can we use Immuno at home? For basic skin maintenance, aging skin maintenance, apply as a mask around 2 to 3 times a week. You apply a thin layer over the face and neck and around the eyes and leave to act for 5 minutes. It's a really quick, easy mask, and it's done beautifully in the morning to really energize the skin. So we can leave that on for 5 minutes and then just rinse it with water. For aging skins, for optimal results, we do suggest that you use the Mito Special serum with it. So apply your Mito Special 3 to 4 sprays and then follow with Immuno Mask. This combination increases the action of Immuno Mask by 3 times. So combining those two gives you the ultimate result. Minimum application for best results 2 to 3 times a week as a course until the products are finished. And you can do that 3 or 4 times a year. For pigmentation, just apply as above for the aging skins. For acne and scarring, using at home, we can mix Synchro 50-50 with our Immuno Mask to massage that in the hands together and apply and leave on the skin overnight. On spots, you can apply Immuno Mask directly to the area, and you can leave that on just to draw out any congestion in specific breakout areas. For milia and blackheads, apply as a mask on areas of concern and do that 2 or 3 times a week for around 5 to 10 minutes to really draw out that congestion. In a salon treatment for dull and pigmented skin, apply your Mito Special and follow with Immuno. We do suggest you use the foil. That's keeping that hydration level up. And also we found that it does reduce the tingle a bit as well if you use the foil over it. We're going to leave that for 10 minutes. For aging skins, we do suggest you use that Mito Special and follow with the Immuno Mask and leave again for 10 minutes. For acne skins, we're going to use it slightly differently. We're going to mix that with our Synchro. So half a teaspoon of Synchro and half a teaspoon of Immuno Mask, and then carry out a 10 to 15 minute lymphatic massage until that's been absorbed into the skin. If you do want to use it for stretch marks on the body, you can again mix your Synchro and your Immuno Mask together, massage that in with slow effleurage, and then you can use your mineral mask, your mineral setting mask, to infuse that into the skin when we're treating stretch marks on the body. Another little tip here, this is Dr. Laporte's advice, we can also use Immuno Mask as an exfoliator. So the mask can be applied in a very thin layer and left to dry. So we leave it for about 15 to 20 minutes and you can press it into the skin to increase that penetration and the drying time. Once it's dried, you can actually use the product and roll it away, what we used to call a gommage. So as it's dry, we roll the product off the skin very gently, supporting the skin as you're doing it. And as it rolls away, it's a little bit like a rubber. It'll exfoliate very gently those dead skin cells and leave the skin really nice and bright and clear. With that, if you have any other questions on how to use it as a gommage, please just contact myself or Jemima.
Visit our website to claim your free trial pack or schedule a consultation or in-salon demonstration.